Good morning, everyone. Markets, I wouldn't call them interesting yet, but they're about to get interesting. That's for damn sure. So let's start with the obvious things. Bitcoin, resolve to the upside. We got to get the hell out of some of our shorts here. And you can see that we have a slight uptick on ATR. Okay, now an uptick on volatility from an extremely low base. Hello, doggy. Nice to see you in the morning, little girl. My dog just woke up. A slight uptick in volatility on a low base is always a good sign. Now, let's just check this against a more accurate measure of volatility. Like standard deviation is close to volatility. Well, is volatility, is variance, actually. I won't get all mathy at you at 6 in the morning. Okay, so we're ticking up. We're going up. The market's resolved. We're not going down here. We're attacking these old highs. What's the deal here? Well, I thought that this was overdone and we were going to get to about here and then we were going to fall down and then go back up and we were going to get to buy some shit cheap. That may still happen, but we can't count on it anymore. Complicates things, right? So we're going up. Thank fuck. FinRev is like, thank fuck FinRev is long. We'll see what it hasn't closed of the day, so we don't know how much it made. So if we look at the portfolio in FinRev and sort it by notional value, you can see that the four biggest positions by far. This is a $90,000 account that I just use this one for demonstration purposes because it's got the longest history. My own personal accounts are larger, but they don't have much personal history, and they're split between exchanges. And this one was there like. This was like there on the day that we rolled it out for clients. So you can see like a full and complete history. And you can see that the top four out of the 90, out of the 90 grand nominal that's in this account, we've got, 20 of it is the top 5 positions and they're all long. Got a couple of shorts, XRP waves and 1,000 sheep. Let's have a look at how those bad boys are doing. XRP waves, 1,000 sheep. And Ethereum, we've got kind of a small long position. Let's take a look at that. And fuck it, while we're here, let's look at our long positions in BNB, BTC, and Bitcoin dominance. Okay, let's have a look. So waves, we got short here, we're down, and this is a $90,000 account. So by definition, all the positions are really, really, really small. And you can see that we started getting short about here, and we're building a short position, getting more and more short. That's pretty good. So every day we're trimming it up or down a little bit. So like at the start of the month, we were at 1640. Now we're at 2130. That's pretty interesting. Okay, the next one, 1,000 sheep. We're also short that. We've been short from here, short for a couple of weeks. That was kind of a ballsy short. And we were long before that. Like, we don't give a fuck. And that's falling off a plate now. And what sort of position at the start of the month? We were at $900. Now we're at $2,000. And we're using $100 worth of margin. Who cares? These are all very minor positions. So the advantage of using very minor positions is nothing can really cut you. Okay, so XRP, we were long while it was going up. We banked some profits. We thought it might go again. We got a bigger position. We banked some profits, took a little short that didn't work, took a little long that didn't work. That often happens with trend following. In sideways periods, it takes lots of these little bits that don't work, but because the positions are so small, it doesn't hurt you. And then here, now we're building the real short position, and now we've got a big ass short position while it's falling off the plate, and XRP is a shit coin. We've only got $90,000 account, only 2,500 bucks, right? And at the start of the month, that was 29. And, you can see what it's been doing, but we've been short the whole time to some degree. These are really, the thing about trend is it's really small. So Ethereum, we got long right here back in 23rd of October. So we've been long the whole fucking time. After here, Ethereum was a bit of a disappointment in this bull move, right? The reason we have more Ethereum than you might think is because Ethereum moves less than the other coins. Because it's a low volatility coin, you need to have a little bit more of it to have the same effect on your portfolio. We banked our profit here, back down to, how did we get? We got slightly long, just really flat. And now we're just a little bit better than flat. Yeah, nothing burger. TRX. Boy, that's amazing. Every day, like I hate TRX. I hate the guy who owns it. I hate everything about it. Like this is a perfect example of systematic trading. I would never in a million years buy TRX. It's like used for money laundering for Chinese and Russians who are escaping their thing. Like I live in Bangtao, Phuket. It's overrun with Russians, and there's all these like money launderer hawala types who'll take TRX here and give you Thai baht, and then you send the Russian rubles to some other guy in Russia who swaps them using TRX. TRX is the crime chain, by the way. Here we go. Long Monday, August of 20, before all this started. And, maintaining a steady position. We've been long the whole way. So I guess from the start of the month, we've gone up from 8,700 bucks to 1289. That's a pretty meaty position, and with good reason. Look at it right here. It's on the hard right edge of the chart. It's going up. Kid brought home something from school. So we've been short BNB. We got long. Usual sideways bullshit where we get dicked around with break-even trades. Here we've got long while it's actually gone up. That's pretty cool. And here we are. So what size position we've got? 3,200 bucks. At the start of the month, we were 2,600 bucks. We've been long the whole time. Beautiful trade. Beautiful trade. And Bitcoin, there's no more beautiful trade than this. Long here, right when it started to go, banking some profits around here, got out of our position, and now we're slowly building our position. Now, today, where are we at? 6.7. Let's go back to our dashboard. That looks pretty cool. Okay, so let's quickly look at TRX. You can see clearly building a position here. Strong buy, strongest coin. Let's have a quick look at Bitcoin. $8.2. So an average buy is a 10, average short is a -10, and a maximum is 20. So this is I guess you'd call it a cautiously optimistic buy. And that's kind of, I think, the way that most people would say about Bitcoin, cautiously optimistic. All right, moving on from FinRev, that's Bitcoin. Let me kill this. Let's look at Solana, because I bought some Solana yesterday, and yeah. Okay, this is a learning time. We have the lowest volatility in a long while. You can see clearly that when we get really, really low volatility points, that things are about to move. Like we got a low volatility point right here, and we got this big move. We got a low volatility point here, and we got this nice move. We got one here again, and we got this move. High volatility is when everyone gets interested in coins. Low volatility generally is the buy points. So I get interested in buying stuff and shorting stuff around low volatility points. Now, there's some interesting mathematics. There's a book by Professor Mandelbrot, who was the guy who invented fractals and chaos theory, would you believe? And he did a bunch of analysis on time series volatility. The longest, I'm going to nerd out here because it's my fucking video and fuck you. The longest running financial markets we have are United States cotton markets. They were traded, cotton futures were traded under a cotton tree in the antebellum South. It's a very important market back in the day, but they have 300 or 400 years of price data on cotton. And so they can do very long-term statistically valid analysis on it. And they found a couple of things about volatility. First of all, low volatility cycles naturally to high volatility much more predictably than price. It's very difficult to predict price. Anyone who tells you they can tell you what's going to happen with the market, it's really more of like an educated guess. Anyone who tells you they know is full of shit, including me, including me. Volatility is different. Volatility has two properties. Property number one is tomorrow's volatility is the best forecast of tomorrow's volatility is today's volatility. The second property of volatility is it long-term mean reverts. So if I put a long-term average of this, it's probably going to look something shitty drawing as well. But in the medium to long term, it usually mean reverts. If it gets too high in the medium or long term, it's going to hit back here. If it's here. And we know that volatility spikes very, very hard from a very low base. It becomes what's called autocorrelated. So volatility becomes autocorrelated. I call it vol being a dick. Most of the time, volatility is highly predictable, but volatility being a dick is this. And these don't happen very often, right? When they do happen, we tend to have very strong trend following returns. We tend to have a much easier time of predicting the market. We tend to have the institutional traders and market makers who make most of their money when prices stay the same. They get fucked, which is always nice to see, right? This is one for the little guys. So Solana, we broke out. We bought it here. Where'd we buy it? Let's have a look at how I can just feel my coffee waking me up. So I'm using this Hyperliquid DEX, which is good for US customers. Okay, so we bought it on this dotted line yesterday. Pretty fucking nice buy, to be honest. Pretty slick buy. And how much profit have we got? $2,000 overnight. Oh, yeah. Let's take a look at Pendle because we're also in that. And what are we showing there? We're showing a small loss. That's pretty normal. You know, we're in a trading range. Sorry, we're in a channel, and a channel is a decreasing volatility trend. You can see that volatility is still falling here, but it's falling while the market is going up. That's going to do one of two things. Typically, and you can draw the channel however you like. I usually draw my channels like absolute garbage because I'm shit. Well, we've got three things really that can happen. First thing is that we wiggle back to the bottom of the channel and then go up and then stay in the channel. That's thing number one. Usually that's the highest probability outcome, but we've been in this channel a hell of a long time. The second thing that can happen is you can see we just started to overbreak. Usually when we overbreak, we dick around and then we go hard. That represents people going FOMOing into the trade, and that's what we're hoping for. If we don't get that, it could do this, or it could go down and then recover. If we see any signs that it breaks the bottom side of the channel, we're going to be out here. That's basically it. That's basically it. Let's look at our other shorts. Let's look at BLZ. Okay, BLZ looks fine. We shorted it up here. We shorted it again here. outside day yesterday. Everyone got screwed. Totally fine. Happy, happy. BSV. Okay, most of you aren't in this trade yet. I jumped a little early. I'm very happy with this trade. So the trade is the alpha in this trade is that there's a bunch of non-economic traders. There's cult members who think that this fake guy is Satoshi, and he's not. Like, you can just take that to the bank. He's lodged like 71 fraudulent documents, and he's on the stand, on the witness stand overnight, claiming all this kind of like complete nonsense. He called his own expert just unqualified and all kinds of shit. So you can see the volatility is the lowest volatility we've had since before they pumped this thing. So they pumped it based on pre-trial. The idea is that this guy's going to be declared to be Satoshi, and a court is going to order the Bitcoin developers to transfer 1 million Bitcoins to Craig Wright. That's his idea. That's what he's doing. It's lawfare. He's trying to run a scam on the courts, and he's cosplaying Satoshi with a multi-billion-dollar prize that'll wreck Bitcoin. He ain't going to win, dude. Judges aren't stupid. They really aren't. I've been in court a lot. You can see, and what we want to do is if price breaks this red line, which it did, actually, we should be short. We should be short. We want to be short here. The reason we want to be short is because we have significant uncertainty about the result. So if this guy pulls off his what's 1 million Bitcoins worth at like, assuming the price goes down, it's called 1 million by 30,000. I mean, that's a $30 billion win if the guy wins. So what's the probability of him winning? A good way to check is to go to Manifold Markets, which is a prediction market, which is surprisingly accurate. Is Satoshi Nakamoto Craig Wright? And you can see that the odds of that have been hovering between 5 and 15%. That's a mispricing. The odds of that aren't 5%. The odds of a guy telling blatant forgeries and getting caught in court of winning a court case are 0. So if you imagine what is the fair value of BSV, the fair value of BSV is somewhere in this range. And how do we know that? Because that's what people paid for it. What is the fair value of BSV right now? It's way up. What is the price of BSV right now? It's trading above fair value. Why would that be? Let's get a bit nerdy for a minute. BSV right now has a 0.95 chance of being worth whatever Bitcoin is. Because their idea is that it's the real Bitcoin. So it's got a 5% chance of worth being $44,000. And their idea is they want a court to declare that that's the real Bitcoin. Of course, that doesn't work in the real world because that's not how this shit works. And they've got a 0.05 chance of being worth where it started, which is probably pre-pump $30. Sorry, this should be the other way around. Early in the morning for me. No, that shouldn't be 4,400. That should be the highest price that VSV has ever traded. So it should probably be, midway through a bull market. So probably worth like 300 bucks or something like that. Sorry, let's call it 300 bucks. So the total of what it's really worth right now is about 43 bucks, just eyeballing it. Right now it's trading at 73 bucks. The real value is right now is probably there. So we're shorting it well above fair value. If that resolves, the fair value is back down here. So we have an edge now. The edge exists until the court case is over. It's going to last 6 weeks. So the trade is that we short this fucker now, and when the court case is announced, win, lose, or draw, and he's going to lose, we take it off because the uncertainty is resolved. We've done a similar one of these trades with FTT really recently, and we shorted it right here. And am I completely out of the short? I'm mostly out of the short, I think. I only got 2,000 bucks worth of it left, started with 40 grand, and we banked like so much profit off this trade. Yeah. So these trades are really good. And why? Because we've got people trading for non-economic reasons, as in stupid reasons. When you've got people traded for stupid reasons, who do you want to trade with? You want to trade with Susquehanna, you want to trade with Citadel, you want to trade with fucking Ray Dalio and the people who work for Millennium and Citadel, you want to trade for some guy who thinks that FTX exchange is going to restart and just give everyone their money back and just carry on as before? Do you want to trade with some idiot who thinks that Bitcoin, BTC, is not Bitcoin and some other coin has the real claim to being the real Bitcoin and it's really what Satoshi wanted and this fake? If you believe that, you're a fucking idiot. And you want to, and those people are trading for non-economic reasons. They're trading for ego reasons to be right. Let's have a look at some things we're tracking. Kudos, there's a better chart. Okay, we are getting close here. I want to buy this bad boy on a breakout. How do we know it's going to break out? Throw a line on it, add an alert, once per minute, create. You can also get it to send emails and SMSs, but I'm so terminally online, it don't make a difference. So let's look at what went up today. What went up today? Kyle Davies exchange, it's going broke anyway. Dog with hat, outside bar. This whole meme sector is wrecked. There's one that I'm following in the meme sector called DJEM for no other reason. They rugged it on the first fucking day, idiots. This could have been a really, really powerful pump. But no, the idiots who got in here just started selling up here. Okay, forget that one. Cock Inu making a play, meme coins making a play. While we're here, let's quickly check Ninja, because we have some Ninja. And I'm wrecked under Ninja. I bought it like here, thinking it might go. We bought it at 15, so we got to get here to get square. Other memes are going. This one's not bad for now. I'll leave that. Arkham, nice price action. Volatility uptick off the lows. Okay, let me make some notes here. Arkham looks interesting. Okay, have we got a retest of these lows? Okay, what I'm looking for with a kickoff of a move, I want a couple of things. I want the kickoff of the move to be strong. I want the first pullback. I want to see a string of bars, see how the kickoff to Arkham back off the lows See how each bar didn't break the low of the previous bar? A big string of those is very, very promising. Why? Because it means that sideline buyers didn't get the dip they wanted to get short. We want to see the first dip back from that be really shallow. So whenever you see a move off the lows that's really clean and smooth and fresh, and then the pullback being short, what that tells us is that the guys who wanted to buy it here but were like waiting for a pullback, they got their pullback and they bought, and then it's off to the races. Arkham looks very interesting. AMB, manipulated shitcoin, also going for a ride. Still in a trading range. You wouldn't touch it yet. TIA, favorite coin. Boy, this one might go. We may actually get a blow off top in everything across the board. Shit. Okay. WLD. This one could go. We are seeing a lot of very potential long setups. Lever. Just the first little tick that could go as well. CVX, INJ. I mean, these are very appealing trades so far today that we've seen. Flip. I thought this one was going to go because it was an AI coin, but the market kind of ran out of puff. Near. Excuse me. This looks like it's happening again. Shit. We got some buys today. The woo is coming through. I thought that woo was going down. We're going to load up the truck. Bought it at 12 cents. Ian, shout out to Ian Hampshire, my trading buddy who runs the 100X during the day when I'm not around. He bought this candle with his giant balls. And look at where he sold. With his big brain. Giant balls, big brain, winning combination. Ladies, take note. He's not single. Convincing retest. Yeah, we looks okay too. So you can neatly see the problem. I'd become convinced that we're going to get a decent pullback, and we may not. That pullback, Matic, same thing. Mina, don't touch this, even though it's probably going to go. Link, the leader. Okay. We'll get a little clue here. If Link breaks this daily low, it's run out of puff. AVAX. Very low volatility. So, pro tip for all you guys, when do I want to buy? You want to buy, the best times to buy are always low volatility times. You can see here, perfect time to buy. You can see here, perfect time to buy. Go back as far as you like, find the lowest volatility, and it always precedes big moves. There's reasons for that. Markets get boring, people get less interested in following them, and then they go. Lena. Okay. Bitcoin, we've already covered. DYDX. FTT, still short. Cake. RLB, nothing. And let's have a look at a couple more things on our watch list. So what's going up the most? CFX. Yeah, I don't want to touch that right now. The smaller coins are going up. Ooh. VRTX looks interesting. Okay, now I got to look at Jupe because I'm holding this short and we're seeing some market action. Okay, I think it's time to get out of Jupe. Now we have a wonderful profit here. We shorted it here. I took some profits off here after seeing that might get a bit weird before the thing. And now we're way back here. We've had a nice time. We've made some money. The half position we've got left still has 2,394 in profit. It's time to take that and run. We want to leave trades on. As a general rule, we want to leave trades on when we have edge. We want to take trades off when we don't have edge. Like, it ain't that difficult. Super. Looks okay. I&J is one I'm really interested in. Yeah, meme. Solana, we've covered. Rune 2. Looks very interesting. Let's look at Ethereum. Doge, yeah, nothing special. Are they late? Don't get interested in anything that's late to the party. Okay. So overall, the shit that we've got here is we are still in an altcoin trading range. Bitcoin is dragging everything up. Bitcoin is the dog, altcoins are the tail. It looks like we are going to make an attack at this line. If we hit this line, we're blowing off. And what I mean by blowing off is all the people like me, I sold out of just about everything on the 26th. I sold out of just about everything here. And what I was hoping was for this, that I'd get to load the truck up and make big dollars. If it gets above here, I have to chase and be fully long. But I have to. If I'm being smart, I can't just cross my fingers and hope that it goes down. That's a fucking good way. That's a good way to fucking go broke. The market's telling me that it's probably wants to go up. How much does it probably want to go up? How much confidence do I have in that forecast? I have probably 80% confidence above here. I had probably 50% confidence there. If we look at what the FinRev positioning is, these are our biggest positions. We've got the 4 biggest ones are long, the next ones are short. We'd call it 55-45, really. Probably because this one is as big as 4 of those, probably 65-35 long. So FinRev is long. And just starting to make money. And okay, so in bear markets, trend following systems have this is bear market. In bear markets, trend following systems have longer sideways periods and faster up periods. Why do they go faster up? Well, because markets crash. And when markets crash, you make a shit ton of money when you're trend following. And then markets go back to fucking around and doing nothing, and they go sideways for a long time. Now, bull markets are different. Bull markets, you make money like slower, but well, almost every day, but consistently. This is what you want. And then they have these like small pullbacks and then they go again. These pullbacks, this last one lasted from 27th of November. So this last one was about 2 weeks. Usually the pullbacks, this was 27th of December, and here we are about a month later. The average pullback is 19 to 21 days, is one standard deviation average pullback in a bull market. The evidence that we have is that it's a bull market from a number of perspectives. The best perspective is our internal FinRev equity curve charts are the best perspective. If it goes sideways for like 6 months and then jams and makes a shit ton of money all at once, we're in a bear market. We were definitely in a bear market here. Now we're definitely in a bull market. Now is the time to get positioned with FinRev. Really, 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 now is the time. because you're buying at a low risk point. Okay. Fuck me, I got some work to do. We got to get out of some of our shorts. OX, you slutty little whore. Slutty little whore. This is Kyle Davies and I just shorted $1,000 of it. And this is something that you can do. If a trade is so insignificant that you're not sure if you're going to follow it, oh, my funding is gone too. Oh, so different trade. Okay, so on this trade, I've bought $1,100. I shorted $1,100 worth of it. I'm negative $7.50 in profit, and I've made 476 on funding. FTT, I think I have to get out of what I have left. Dupe, I have to get out of what I have left. BLZ, kind of happy with. Let's look at BLZ again. I think I probably have to get out of half of BLZ and reduce risk. I can't rule out all-time highs in everything. Why? Because let's look at this pullback. This is the first meaningful pullback in the bull market. It's lasted a month. We're at extremes of low volatility. We could be off for another run like this. Fuck, which I didn't see. I did not see. This could be the historic bull market that never looks back. Okay, guys, I got some work to do. Please keep an eye on the 100x Coin Club today. We're gonna be making some changes and getting some positions, and today we rock. Today we fucking rock. Let's make some fucking money today. All right, boys. Oh shit, yeah. I've got an unscheduled call exactly this time, 24 hours from now. I'm going to be going through a lot of stuff in detail, some stuff that you haven't seen before, and I'm going to be demoing a new addition to the FinRev system where we're adding carry to it. No one's seen it before. I haven't even showed it to my employees. It's going to blow you away. So the big problem with trend following, and eyes wide open about the problem with trend following, is sideways, up, sideways, up, sideways, up, sideways, up. Like, that's the reality of it. But wouldn't you all prefer this? Even if you made the same amount of money, wouldn't you all prefer this? Well, that's what we're going to talk about tomorrow, and that's the shit that I got for you. So I can't wait. You should all come. It's free. Fucking come along. Let's do it.